Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an Object 261. It's a Tier 10 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Ruinberg encounter, and it's under the command of Andromedaa. And in this battle, he's already in platoon with a Centurion Action 10, Yankee NJ, I think that is, and a Progetto 65, and we'll just call him Dave because his name is too difficult to pronounce. Okay, battle started. Well, unlike most other Soviet Arty, which conforms to the standard of having a 152mm BR2 howitzer, or the B4 howitzer, which is 203mm, this thing has got an 18cm gun, which can do 900 alpha and penetrate 45mm of armor with a burst radius of 10 meters. And the hull that this Arty came from was an IS-7. Yes, so it was actually another heavy tank in disguise with an Arty gun on top. Okay, he's moved into position so he can get shots on the cap circle as well as his the tanks that are opposing across the village. And he's lining up a shot for that gap. He's going to shoot through the gap at the enemy. See if he can get a shot on that UDES. Rounds out. Good shot. 393. Splash the UDES 16, who pulls back into cover. And that 65... well, he just fired a round out, but he just stayed there for too long. If only it was loaded at the time, it would have been nice for a quick kill. 27 seconds is the reload time. It's one of the few Artys that you can actually run out of ammo on in a battle. Yes, it is possible to fire all your rounds and just run out, which is rather unusual for a Soviet. Oh, he just got a good hit on the IS-4, 394. And the Leopard prototype moves forward. It's a tier 10 tank, tier 10 battle with tier 9 tanks in it. And that Leopard prototype's being very cheeky, coming around the other side of the houses. He probably knows that that we're not loaded at the moment. Andromeda's still waiting. Oh, and Leopard goes down just before he can shoot. But there's the STB. If he fires, he might get spotted. No, it falls short. I don't think the STB saw him. We're ignoring the town centre for the moment because it looks like most of the tanks are standing off and not actually going for the cap circle at all. They are engaging each other, but they're just not face to face. The majority of the action appears to be in the posturing that's going on at this end of the map. Standard B's on very low health, but we've got no shot on him. But he goes down. Now we might be able to splash that UDES 1516. The shell's going to go over the top of our Jaeger to get to him. Instead we're going to go for the M103. Rounds out. Direct hit, and it actually damaged the 16 as well at the same time. So both tanks took damage. 356 hit points off the UDES 16, and the M103 took damage of 383 hit points, and he's now dead. But we're still one tank down on the enemy at the moment, and that STB keeps cheekily pushing out to get some shots. We're loaded, and splash him for 156, and he goes down the next second. Taken out of the game by our Centurion Action 10 Yankee NJ, who's our platoon mate. Now we're focusing in the town, and we've got a ship barn, FV4005 Stage 2, Tier 10 British tank destroyer. We're lined up perfectly on him, and he does seem to have fairly low hit points. Oh, now that was very close to being a kill shot there. Left him on only 37 hit points. That could easily have been a kill shot if it had been a direct hit. It landed just behind him. Fires a shot in, but unfortunately I don't think the enemy's there anymore. They've moved. Yeah, there they are. They're on the go. They're trying to have a go at our guys, who are trying to fend off the enemy, and unfortunately we just lost the T10 up that road. We've got a T95 blocking them from reaching our spawn point. And unfortunately, at the moment, Andromeda's got no shots on those enemy. He has got a shot on the Conqueror, just rounds out. And he kills the Conqueror with Splash. Now, the enemy Arty's been spotted. He's sitting there in the south, in the open. Not a very clever move to make, not in a battle like this, because if you get spotted, you're dead. And he goes down to our teammate in the GW, in the back chat, 155.55. UDES 16, not the same one we were firing at before. And he's on fire, and a premium fire extinguisher went off. And he was killed momentarily afterwards by our UDES 16. Now, we've got a Object 268. That's the tank destroyer version of the T10. He's got the 152mm gun, and our T75's got the 155mm gun. We're lined up on him. We're going to splash him, and that's going to slow down his reload. The enemy does still have an Arty. In fact, this is their only remaining tank, the Object 268. The Arty's the FV3805, and he's actually hiding in grid square J1, and that's where Andromeda's aiming now. He's almost loaded, so he should be able to take this Arty out with one shot. Here we go. Blind shot. Rounds out. Kills the FV3805 blind shot. And the 268 goes down to the UDES, so we've won the game. Well done. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. And it's the second class tank for Andromeda in the Object 261. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one he got 17, and he also picked up a Battle Hero medal. He got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on the team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And his win rate for the battle was 3069, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, it didn't get the highest damage in the game. Note that went to the Object 268. He managed to get a high caliber for 5,684 hit points of damage. The next high score was that UDES 1516, who got the last kill of the game on the Object 268. 4,332 hit points of damage to him. And, well, Andromeda was a little further down the table with 2,887. When it came to kills, though, it was the UDES 1516 on the enemy team. He managed to get 4 kills. Then it's the UDES 1516 on our team and the Centurion Action 10, his platoon mate, Yankee NJ, who managed to get 3 kills. And then we've got Andromeda with 2 kills alongside that Object 268. And when it came to base XP, it was the UDES 1516 with 1,013 base experience points. 927 went to Andromeda, 916 went to Yankee NJ. And, well, our teammate with the unpronounceable name, yes, he managed to get 788 and 2,881 hit points of damage and 788 XP. Andromeda fired 12 rounds, got 3 direct hits, no penetrations, but 11 splash. He certainly did lay that round beautifully on the UDES and the M103 at the same time. And that really helped a great deal because the M103 went down momentarily afterwards. 2,887 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, 2/3 of the enemy team, and killed 2 of them, and did 1,691 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 53,168 credits and got 24,989 from holding up, so total was 78,157 credits. And after ammunition resupply, took away 54,397 credits. He received 27 bonds, so that must be Veni Vidi Vici, plus the Confederate at tier 10, and 1,390 XP times 2 for the first victory. Took away 2,781 experience points altogether. He says, Arty does good. Well, you certainly did in that case, because you were hitting a lot of the enemy as quickly as you could, and in places where it would actually do the most effect. I think there was only one shot that you actually made, which was a blind shot at where you'd last seen the ship barn, and unfortunately they'd already moved on. In fact, I actually thought that they probably had moved on by that point, because it appears that they were trying to help their colleague fighting off your teammate in the road just around the corner. And yes, so it might have been better to hold on to the round at that particular point until they came into sight again. But even so, you did get some lovely shots in there, and it was a great pity you didn't get that ship bomb with that one shot, because if that had actually hit the turret, I'm pretty sure that ship bomb would have been finished off just there and then. So very unlucky, but very good shooting the rest of the time. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.